Exodus chapter 12, verse 6. Okay, this is a little bit now on the outskirts of Guima mountains. There in the back, clouds. Got a bit cloudy, thought it might rain. Yesterday, same idiot. So we can continue. It rains a lot in this part of the world. It's like near Meghalaya, where it rains the most in the world. God willing, we will go still to that area, but we will see. Okay. Right, sorry, I just pulled my neck muscles a bit here. So we've seen in the first 5 verses God speaking about this institutions new, this the Passover, first day, first month, right, of the year that is, and then how they're supposed to get the lamb per household, and then determine the amount of people in the household will be able to eat the whole thing. If the neighbors have more, like share between them. And then an explanation of which kind of a lamb it ought to be. So it's male, 1 year old, without any defects. It can be sheep or goat, that doesn't matter. Not necessarily not a pig or a horse or anything like that, cow or anything like that. Verse 6. Take care of them until the 14th day of the month, when all the members of the community of Israel must slaughter them at twilight. Okay, so then they need to pick this lamb. So on the 10th day of the month, they need to pick the lamb. Then they need to take care of this lamb till the 40th day, as we see in this verse. And then on the 14th day, so for 4 days, they need to take care of this little lamb, and then they need to slaughter this lamb at twilight, right? So because the day starts in the evening. So at twilight, then, I mean, again, it kind of makes sense. It's the best time to prepare. It's cooler in the evening, although in April that is kind of in the after the winter, so it's not that hot. Anyhow, okay, so but that is how the religious day, when the religious day basically starts in the evening. So this is now what they need to do at twilight, slaughter, 14th day, 4 days, take care of them. Verse 7. Then they are to take some of the blood and put it on the sides and tops of the door frames of the houses where they eat the lambs. So they need to take blood. You know, I think we've seen Sunday school pictures all the time on the side and the top and the side kind of idea right at the door. They need to then put some of this blood, and that's ultimately we're going to see a sign for the angel of death to pass over, or at least for the angel. Verse 8. That same night they are to eat the meat roasted over the fire, along with bitter herbs and bread made without yeast. So the lamb they need to eat. Then so with the lamb, this meat that they roasted over the fire is explained, not boiled, not raw, right? They need to add bitter herbs to this, because that is going to be a sign of all the bitterness is going to be. So it's maybe allegorical, but again, not allegorical, but symbolical of their moving out. And the other thing, the third thing, so the roasted lamb, then the bitter herbs, and then the unleavened bread, right? Bread without yeast. It's going to be explained ultimately later on why bread without yeast, because ultimately it's not going to be time. This is going to happen so fast. Verse 9. Do not eat the meat raw or boiled in water, but roast it over a fire with the head, legs, and the organs. Okay, so here explained as well how the meat needs to be prepared, not roasted, roasted, not boiled, not raw. And it needs to be all of it prepared. The head, the legs, the tendon organs, all of this needs to prepare, so that the whole the spit braai there kind of out there, and where they would turn it around and kind of barbecue. No, I don't know how they would have done it. Ultimately, that's the way we kind of take a sheep and put it on the and then turn it around, and it's like the meat on the side is prepared. People cut up slices and kind of eat it, etc., etc. Okay, verse 10. Do not leave any of it till morning. If some is left till morning, you must burn it. So there's another stipulation that it must not do. Okay, so we've seen which kind of lamb. Okay, so male, year old, no blemish. Okay, we've seen now how it needs to be prepared. All of it roasted, not boiled, neither raw. We've seen other stuff, the herbs that they need to add, the bitter herbs. We've seen unleavened bread. Okay, and now we see after all of this, after this whole feast, if anything is left, if the people could not get it all in, they must not leave any of this till the morning. If some of it is left till the morning, they need to burn it. There's no taking it back, like I said in the introduction. It's not a question of like, we would barbecue more meat and then put it, some of it in the refrigerator, and the next day we will eat some of it, and sometimes even the next day, depending on, right? No, this is not like that. They need to destroy that. No refrigerators, they couldn't keep it, like they had to destroy. Even if that is not, but they're going to leave. And then all of this and everything that's going, it needs to be destroyed there. They're not going to take any of it with. Verse 11, this is how you are to eat it, with your cloak tucked into your belt, your sandals on your feet, and your staff in your hand. Eat it in haste. It's the Lord's Passover. Okay, so this is, again, it's very simple what it states, how you need to eat it. We've seen the what they need to eat, and now we see how they need to eat. The cloak must be on them, right? The cloak tucked into the belt, right? So they can just get up and go. It's not a question that they need to stop and first tuck in the cloak into the belt. It needs to be tucked in. They need to be ready. The sandals need to be on the feet, right? And the staff on the hand. So it's not go and search for it, go and search for the sandals, go and search, stuck in, get dressed. No, everything they need to be ready to just get up and go. Right? They need not be in their pajamas or naked or anything like that. They need to be ready to go. Why? And then the eating as well is not going to be done slowly. It's not like our teachers used to teach us, you need to chew the food 22 times or something like that, or 21 times, I don't know how much I remember. Actually never taught me, but to my brother, it told me that the teachers used to tell him there in the hostel how they're supposed to chew the food. Now this is not going to be, this is more how we actually had to eat, because I remember those times I had to stay behind school to go and practice rugby, and we had to eat in the hostel. You know, you're the youngest, by the time you get the food, the teacher's there. When the food starts to be dished up, the teachers pray before the time, and then there's like 2 or 3 teachers, they eat their food, and then when they're done eating, then they pray, and then everybody needs to stop before that. The prayer is the final thing, you don't eat afterwards. No, more often than not, by the time we got the food as the youngest, those teachers were nearly done eating, and you had like, right, a little bit like it's going on here. They had to eat fast, There was no chewing going on here. This is ultimately now stated, not it is the Lord's Passover because you need to eat it fast. When they're going to commemorate, celebrate it, there's no need for it to be eaten fast, right? But now in this case, they're going to do it, and all of this that's happening, right? The kind of food that they need, all of this is this new holy ceremony, the Passover. Before that, they had no Passover. Now this Passover is instituted, right? God is making this Passover, as I said in the introduction as well. Ultimately, this is going to point forward towards Jesus when he's going to take part in this, and then say, this is the blood and my body, the bread and the wine of the new covenant.